Let's go. Game number 1 of our grand finals. Gonna be an absolute banger. Spawning upper right hand corner of 2000 atmospheres. It is Dragon Phoenix Gaming's Zest. 47 is thank you for the 500 yeehaw bits. Oh, I owe you guys some yeehaws. His opponent spawning in the lower left hand corner.
Oh, come in right on in.
Oh, it was perfect timing. It is our red Terran player for the Shopify Rebellion. It is ByuN. All right, I owe some yeehaws for earlier. I apologize. We've been getting into these series too quickly. Let me get them for you now because I made such a grievous error. I'll give you the special yeehaws. Trisha, thank you so much for the raid. I hope you are. I hope you had a great stream. I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you enjoyed Ghostbusters because I really enjoyed the new Ghostbusters. Anyways, hold on. We got some yeehaws here. And we can do them during the game with a cheeky little yeehaw. That one's for Kaiser again. And we got a yeehaw for Sonju on Twitch. And one more for Wood Melton. That's a yeehaw. As we're getting in to ByuN versus Zest here. Woo. Perfect timing with the raid. Right into the yeehaws. Excellent. An important part of the channel is making sure the yeehaws happen. But Trisha, thank you again for the raid. And 47 is for the 500 bits. Wow. What support? We've actually gotten some sick raids today. Community just showing their love, and I love them as well. Let's talk about this game a little bit, because we got ourselves a fantastic PvP. No. No. Zest. All right, not a good start for Zest. I saw that rally. Look, he fixed it now. I saw that rally, and I was like, no, it's not going to happen, is it? Immediately happens. Rip. Rip. Well, yeah. Should be a very good TVP here. Zest, I will say against ByuN earlier, I was looking a little dicey. Although game 3 was very much just Zest dominates. So, if he can bring that energy, it's going to be hard for ByuN. ByuN taking down Dark is super sick. But I feel like his TVZ is a bit stronger than his TVP. So I think this is going to be a very tough one for our Terran player. But certainly doable. Zest was definitely making not the best plays in his series against ByuN. So I feel like there should be some openings for ByuN, who has insanely good micro and has just been looking so damn good lately. Yeah, we're having a good night over here, Trisha. It's been the games have been really, really sick tonight. That's why I love casting the Korea Cup. The games are so much fun. And I'm actually going to be streaming for like hours and hours after this. I might have to take a break at some point, but I have a game against Tempo at 6 a.m., which is in like 10 hours. Oh my god. Zest. Zest, please. We need Zest to do like Widowmine defense training. Defense against the dark arts. Zest needs to take that course because I've seen him just lose games like that before. I've seen situations like that where he'll just leave the game. If something else had already gone wrong for him. There was an end of a series actually between these two. It was the last game and it just ended like that. And I think it was even on this map. And it just ended when ByuN dropped mines in the back of Zest base and the game was just over. Killed like 20 workers. It was insane. But without spoilers, I will also say Zest Yeah, you know what? I'll stop it there. I ain't trying to spoil nothing for you guys. But Zest needs to work on his Widowmine defense. There's nothing new. Oh, this is really nice, though. Should be able to get a few kills here. The medevac really helping, though. Phoenix is coming in at the same time, trying to help combo with the Adepts here. SCV is being pulled off to fight, and you know what? I thought the Adepts were just going to die pretty quickly, but the Phoenix is coming in, really changed the game, and now 12 workers going down on this side of the map as well, 13. And to trade with some of the army units. But Zest loses a lot to do that. That was not free. In fact, the trades have not been great for him. But he does definitely get some counter damage done. Oh, the lock on the scan. But he does the pickup drop micro so that the Phoenix stays alive, and the scan is wasted. Oh no! Phoenix goes into the wrong side of town though. No! And just like that, GG gets called. That is a very surprising GG, but I don't think the Phoenix dying was the real killer there. I think that was the proverbial straw on the camel's back. And not a good start to the series for Zest. Not a good start at all. All right, Berlingrad going to be game number 2. I hope this one goes better for Zest. I feel like that was a rocky start to the series, but he can pick it back up. I believe in him. Spawning in the upper left-hand corner, it is our Dragon Phoenix Gaming Protoss, Zest. Struggling against the Widowmines of his Terran opponent. Lower right for the Shopify Rebellion. It's ByuN. I do like Phoenix openers against Terran. I think they could be quite good. That trade for Zest, though, it just ended up not being good enough. It felt like he was getting good damage done, but I don't think he killed as many army units as I'd expected. It was mostly killing the workers, and trading army units for workers can be fine, but when it's that early in the game, you end up with almost no army left over. And I think Zest just went home and realized that he wasn't that far ahead economically, and his army was going to be quite a bit smaller. He didn't have a third base, I don't believe. This wasn't a good position, which I think is why he tapped out when that Phoenix died. But some Protoss players have been struggling with Terran as of late. I know I've heard some mumblings, some mumble jumblings from certain Protoss players that are not enjoying the matchup at the moment. You can kind of see why when you're watching that last game. This is really interesting. Usually, the Gateway and the Cybercore are the same size on the minimap, but on this map, it just depends on the size of the map, how many pixels the map physically is. On this map, they are slightly different. It's a fun fact for you. You don't like playing against friends? I enjoy playing against friends sometimes because I don't know. I feel like I don't take it as seriously. But it depends on the situation. Listen, I got a show match against Tempo later today, and I'm taking that one real seriously. I'm gonna take him out. Tempo, he don't know what's coming. I'm prepared. I have builds ready to go. I've never had builds prepared in my life. I have a build order written out. That is the first time since I learned StarCraft in 2011 that I've ever had that. Now Zest, he's annoyed. He's annoyed from last game, you can tell. The Reaper's going to be annoying over here as well. He's getting 2 kills. He's going to grab a 3rd kill. It does go down, but Zest trying to get some damage done over here. You know what? The Marines, though, looks like they got that Adept. Kind of trades back and forth. ByuN doing a good job with that Reaper on the other side of the map, making sure it's not one-sided damage, which is what it looked like it was going to be. And now with this 3 racks, he's going to be able to get out a good amount of units, and it's going to be very difficult for Zest to stick around with just these units out. I love that he's going for a quick concussive shell, because he knows that if the pressure stays on, then the concussive shell will severely punish Zest. And I mean, he needs it anyways. It's super quick upgrade. You might as well just grab it. But the Oracle going to dive in, and there's no defense against this. The Marines are all pulled out of the base by that Stalker and the Adept. And now this Oracle just going to sit here. Grabs 4 SCV kills. Okay, the Marines are walking across the map. Oh, this Oracle doing the work, but it is going to die. Oh, no, it wins that fight. Oh, my God. Just keeps on going, man. That Oracle with 9 kills. And there's a shield battery here with enough energy for an overcharge. And ByuN doesn't have Stim because he got combat shields and concussive shell first. So Stim is a million years away. This is a great position for Zest right now. He is up 12 workers. ByuN has no tech. He's holding against that push. Yeah, I mean, Zest is in almost an insurmountably good position right now. He's going to get a Colossus out. He's got the Robo-Bay coming up. Building a Warp Prism first? Is he going to double Immortal drop? That's amazing. And the Oracle goes back in and gets more damage done. Wow, how is this just a straight reverse of last game? Like, last game it felt like ByuN just won that game and then just kept on winning that game. This one, fully reversed. ByuN's gonna have a bunch of Stim Bio, and that is all he's gonna have going in his favor. I actually wouldn't hate to see him pull the boys with this. Might as well. I don't even like the factory. Just pull the boys. Let's go. Let's go. In it to win it. Because I think if this attack fails, I think ByuN's kind of toast. The only thing that Zest doesn't have is a 3rd. That's the big thing right now, that ByuN is making sure that Zest can't come out and take a 3rd. Force fields. Ooh, they don't do quite as well as expected. It's 3 force fields for like 2 units. Whoa. Heckin' Dave. Heckin' Dave. I don't know what happened here, but Maddox found it funny. Well, rip Dave. Rest in pepperonis. Dave knows he can use my stream anytime he wants. If he needs to. I don't know, man. GG. Dave's out. All right, we're just going right back into it. Fortunately, not a lot of action happening at that exact moment. This is still a tough situation for ByuN, but man, he's got a lot of units. He's been very... I thought he was going to try to go in earlier and get damage done, but he's just been conserving his units and getting up as many bio units as possible. There is a Colossus out now. I don't know that I love Zest pushing out like this. This is a dangerous move. He's going to take a 3rd. He's got more gates coming up and gates finishing. He's just going to put some pressure on. But we got kind of a base trade going on right now. Oh my God, Zest realizes though that it's a base trade. He's trying to hide some probes, but it's not working. ByuN's like, nah, I got him, bro. Bunker's going up back at home for ByuN. They're not going to finish in time. I mean, I guess this one will finish, but there's not going to be any units for it. ByuN getting big kills over here, but he's got to be careful not to overstim because there's no medevacs. In fact, the starport only just now finishes. Both players taking a lot of damage, but ByuN's in the main. And Zest needs to either get in the main or get back and defend. And it looks like he's going to go for the former. Tank going to pop out in an inopportune spot. Dies very quickly. Please die very quickly. Oh my god, Zest doesn't target that tank down, and the tank is just doing so much DPS. But all of the SCVs go down. The Colossus stays alive, but for how long? There's nothing that shoots up. Zest needs to get out of here. Does he have... Oh, he has War Prism speed. Oh my god. What a hero. Okay, both players have lost so much. It's 2 workers on both sides, but there's mules, guys. The scan to kill the observer. Oh my god. ByuN gonna take out both the main and the natural nexuses. And if he kills this one too, then Zest is not gonna have a single base left alive. Another Viking gonna get out here, and that is huge. I can't believe that Viking. Okay, there is a Stalker and a Sentry. I think ByuN's got... Well, you know what? I was going to say I think he's got too much, but he doesn't have any healing. No healing, and look at how low these units are. Marines at 25 hit points. If they stim, all these Marines are going to be at 15 hit points. Oh my god. That is, that's kind of wild, honestly. Zest goes for the recall. Trying to chrono out some probes. Spending his money on probes. And I think he warped in a Stalker with that money as well. He's going to lose the rest of his buildings here. He's going for the fight. There's the stim. There's the 15 hit point Marines. And the single Colossus is going to win this game for Zest. What? Oh my god, I'm sorry I wasn't observing that well. It's because my hands were on my face. ByuN is mining. But he's got 4 army supply. What even is his army supply right now? He's got a Marauder in production. Oh, and he's still got a Viking. This Viking is flying around. That's it, man. That's it. Zest has a base mining. Maybe ByuN doesn't realize Zest has a base mining. Yeah, he doesn't know this base is here and mining yet. So he wants to make sure. Oh, Colossus takes damage, but the Viking takes damage. And that Viking ain't getting healed up right now. That money got to be spent other places. There are a couple more units coming out. And I'll be honest, Zest does not have a lot of units, but he can warp in Zealots. I don't think he has charge, but he could warp in Zealots, which, with what he has, is enough. I love how he's just targeting down the Orbital Command, which is going to force the lift. The Colossus died. What? Zest lost his Colossus, and now he's gonna lose his Immortal. Zest had this game. The game was over. Zest, why? Oh my god, no. Why would you do this? No, dude. Oh my god. Now ByuN wins. Now ByuN wins. What can Zest do? He could make like a Void Ray. Honestly, I'll be real. A Void Ray would actually be sick right now because there's 3 Marauders and 1 Marine on the field. 4 Marauders. But these are slow. No, dude. Oh my god. I'm sorry I didn't have the score up that whole time. I forgot to give ByuN the point. That's game 2, and ByuN now goes up 2-0 in this series. Spawning in the upper right-hand corner of Hardwire, we have Dragon Phoenix Gaming's Zest. And his opponent, lower right-hand corner, lower left-hand corner. Directions are hard. It is the Shopify Rebellion's ByuN. A fun reminder that the World Team League, for some reason, gave Zest a 10 for micro. Not a chance is Zest a 10 on micro. Depending on who we're putting him up against, man, I don't know that I give him the best, a very good score at all. Definitely, Trap would get a 10 over Zest. Trap's, like, Oracle and Air Unit micro is a 10. I think Trap has the best Protoss Air micro in the world. I don't even think that's a controversial statement. His Oracle and Phoenix micro is better than any other pro. I think, like, Roddy rivals him in Phoenix micro. Roddy has a year's advantage. I just... Trap does have very good control and other things. I would give Trap a 10 in control. Yeah, without a doubt. I think he has the best Protoss control. Definitely not Zest, though. Yeah, the throw was real that game. I genuinely think if Zest just keeps all his stuff at his base, maybe he doesn't just straight win the game, but, like, he certainly doesn't just straight lose the game. Like, if he throws his Colossus away, my God. But it's, you know, it's a lot easier for us to say from being out here, you know. He didn't know what ByuN's situation was. Didn't know how many production facilities ByuN had, how much money he had, how many mining bases he had. We did. So we get the value of saying, oh, well, Zest wins the fight if his army's all together. Zest doesn't know that. He might not. He has no idea. A lot harder for him. What rank would you give Zest for probes against Widow Mines, Gemini? That's my question to you. 1 to 10. What do you give Zest on his control against Widow Mines with his probes? Got a blink opener from Zest, so no Stargate this time. No super heavy, annoying aggression like in the last game. He's gonna go straight for blink. He's going back to the macro. He says, let's just chill. Think we can win. We just play our 2-gate blink opener with the Robo. Let's take a third. And let's see what ByuN does here. Looks like it's just going to be a Widow Mine drop. A good strategy against Zest. I'd say a great strategy even against Zest. If I, for some reason, was playing Terran up against Zest, I would Widow Mine drop. What I would do. I do one of those really annoying ones where you hit with like 5 Marines at the front at the same time too. While Widow Mine dropping. Yep, 3 Widow Mines, follow-up of Stim. A few more racks here for ByuN. All right, finally a macro game. Maybe this one won't devolve into a base trade. So many of the TVPs today have just been base trades. There have been, or like almost base trades, where it's like super close. Zest and Ryung, and Creator and Ryung. A lot of base trade action going on. Zest. Okay, he pulls. 2 kills. But ByuN, he always does this. He gets the mines out of there, and he just chills. He just waits, and he just goes in again. But we got Stalkers on the other side of the map. Zest focusing on the Stalkers. Does that mean he's not focusing back here? Yes, it does. Yes, it does mean that. 6 more probes going down. That's a total of 8. And ByuN gets out of there with 2 of the mines. Bunker is empty. SCV's getting pulled to fight. ByuN knows he can afford to lose a couple SCVs. They can buffer a little bit. Honestly, okay, only one Stalker's gone down. It looked bad, but that's because there's 4 in the prison. So Zest hasn't really lost too much on this side of the map, which is really nice. Mines are still a threat, but Zest is aware of the threat. He says, no, I'm not going to let you. I am not going to let you. No, wait. No, don't do it. Zest, no. Oh, my God. 8 more go down. That's 16 probes for 3 mines in the medevac. And I know it splash damage and killed its own medevac. Oh, my God. That's so good. That is so good for ByuN. In the meantime, Zest, I mean, he hasn't really done much over here. He's going to be able to force a cancel on this base, though. So that is really nice. I'm surprised ByuN actually tried to put the base down right there. Stim done. Stim is done, and there are medevacs out. Oh, now he's going to put the base down here. And now there's going to be 2 adepts in the main. Stalkers don't really want to take that straight up fight, but they'll kill the bunker and dip on out. Third base for ByuN is super, super late. I think this one was already a little late. The delay, very, very painful. The medevac healing feels a little sparse right now. These units feeling a little bit, a little low. And there's a Dark Shrine behind this. You know what? Despite all those probes going down, I think Zest focusing on his micro out here with the Stalkers might be paying off. So I feel like he's in a pretty good spot. And he's getting some counter damage. I mean, 7 SCVs going down. Sure, he's lost 16, but he's killed 10. That's not great, but he's also been mining on this third base for the entire time. He's had this third base for so long. And now we've got DTs warping in. This one's just going to fight the army, force a scan out here. There's no scan available. ByuN just dropped all of his energy in mules, which means the DTs are going to be able to drop in, and these turrets are not going to get up. Oh, man, we are so far away from a scan. Not super far. I guess only 10 energy up here in the main. Looks like this turret will be able to get up. But down here on the low ground, not so hot for ByuN. 15 workers going down to these DTs, not to mention a few Marines and a few Marauders. The Stalker still posing a threat. This DT hanging out just outside of scan range on hold position. And we have 2 DTs in the Prism. That Prism doesn't get out of here, though. That is unfortunate. You gotta know that recall's not gonna work. So that is really bad. I mean, it's not terrible, but that's finally something for ByuN. The next DT goes down, doesn't even get the kill on the reactor. We take a look at the trades. They have been better for Zest. Zest is up a lot of workers, 20 workers, and ByuN still doesn't have the third base. So despite what feels like a lot of damage from those mines and killing the DTs feels really nice. Stalkers usually don't feel too strong against Bio. Zest has put himself in a very good spot this game. I would go out on a limb and say Zest is straight up winning this game. He's got double Robo, so he can start up double Colossi soon. The lift up was spotted as that DT died, pretty sure, which is why Zest is coming over here right now. ByuN gets his third base set up. Scan and kill another DT. I think a DT is worth a scan, I'll be honest with you. But I think it got 1 kill, so maybe it was worth it. Double Colossi coming out now, though, and ByuN does not have any Vikings on the way out, or any out, I believe. Well, he's got that one that killed the Prism. But he's getting into a Ghost Academy. He's got +2 and +1 armor on the way, so he's going to be way ahead in upgrades. That's one thing Zest has not been doing, is getting any upgrades. This +1 is so far away. Zest is just going to be down. He's going to be down 3 upgrades for at least a few seconds. Probably not very long, but Vikings starting to come out now, but I think we have 3 Colossi on the field, which is a substantial amount of damage. Prism gets very low, so that's a nice start there, but even if he kills that Prism, it doesn't feel like it's really the end of the world. And now that he hasn't killed the Prism, that's a huge Warfin of Zealots coming in here. Zest is going to bully his way forward. He says, upgrades? Schmupgrades. We don't need no stinking upgrades. And this Ghost Academy, why'd you put the Ghost Academy on the front? Why would you do this? Why would you put the Ghost Academy on the front? I don't know. I mean, it stays alive, so I guess that works out. But force fields are really, really sick here. The third base gets completely demolished. Colossi very exposed, though. Zest. Pull the Colossi back, Zest. Micro the Colossi, Zest. Oh, my God. Where are the Zealots? Jeebus. I'll be honest, it doesn't really matter at this point. I think Zest just kind of has this game. Be hard-pressed to see ByuN get back into this one. Even with the Colossi going down. Which this one doesn't do. I feel like there's just going to be too much Protoss here. ByuN's down to 37 workers. His third CC died. The Ghost Academy will die. I feel vindicated, suggesting that it shouldn't be on the front lines. Down it goes. And that's going to be it. Zest finally putting a point on the board. He says, not letting you 3-0 me. Get out of here with your 3 O's, Buster Brown. Buster ByuN. ByuNster Brown. I don't like 3 O's in the finals. No matter who it is. I don't like 3 O's in the finals. Even though I love ByuN. I don't want to see it happen. As we get into game number 4 here, spawning in the upper left-hand corner of Pride of Alteris. We have our blue Protoss player for Dragon Phoenix Gaming. Zest. His opponent, the lower right-hand corner for the Shopify Rebellion. It is ByuN. Two movies. I'm going to wait for him in chat. If you guys can't get it, /ban all. I don't think that works, but we'll try it. Man, imagine if you were like, I wonder if that works, and you /ban all, and everybody who follows your channel gets banned. Oh, that would take so long to unban them all. If you had 5,000 nugs on the line, you wouldn't mind a 3-0. It's true. I don't put my nugs on the line, no. My nugs stay in or around my mouth. Did I notice something about the Tonga volcano? No. That is extremely far away from me. It's one of those things where like it feels like it should be kind of close. But like it's not very close. You heard that people in Alaska heard it? That is insane. I can't imagine that. No, I did not hear it at all. I mean, who knows? Maybe I heard something and discounted it. I can't imagine it would have been super loud. That's very interesting. Huh. Yeah, I don't know. No, I did not hear it. I wonder what time of day it was that it happened. Actually, yeah, I was online when that happened because I saw the thing. I don't remember hearing any noises though. But I was inside. Maybe if I was outside, I could have heard it. I was inside with headphones on listening to things, so not too surprising I didn't hear it. That's kind of cool though. I did get a tsunami warning, but it was a small wave, so I don't think it doesn't affect over here too much. Hopefully, it didn't affect anywhere else all that much either. Zest again being very aggressive with his first couple units here. ByuN gonna try to push him away. He's not gonna be able to though. I wouldn't mind. Gonna have to keep helping him out. Blazing Saddles is the best Mel Brooks movie, hands down. The Flood Advisor. I don't know if I agree, but I respect that opinion because that movie is super good. So good. It's so good. Love that movie. And yes, that is one of the movies that it is from. That is the movie that I would expect people in chat to have seen and to recognize the line from. I will say that movie was lampooning another movie by using that line. Cheech and Chong coming to mind. I do not believe that. I honestly actually be surprised if they didn't say that line at some point. So you might be right there, Moss. It's not really what I'm talking about, but you might have it, because I bet you those guys have referenced it at some point. Wouldn't be surprised if Cheech went for that line. I never watched a lot of Cheech and Chong. I watched a little bit, but these guys are legends. It's not The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, Glowfly. It's a fair guess. It's a fair guess, but it is not The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. Zest going back to the Phoenixes. He's back on his Phoenix bullshit. And this time, though, this game, it seems to be going very well for him. He's been actually having some trouble with the Phoenix games. Oh, as I say that, loses that Phoenix. As I say that, he gets caught with the double lock on. Oh my God. Okay, he gets 4 of those Phoenix out of there. That was super dicey. Great move from ByuN to try to catch these Phoenixes with the 2 Cyclones and the Viking. Doesn't quite get the kills. War Bun Bun. There it is, yo. There it is. War Bun Bun hitting us with the classic Humphrey Bogart movie. Film. Not even movie. Don't call him a movie. It's a classic Humphrey Bogart film. Treasure of the Sierra Madre. That is the original Badges line that Blazing Saddles was satirizing. I did watch that movie. I couldn't tell you what happened in it, really. I enjoyed it, though. I do remember being like, oh, it's actually, I kind of surprisingly enjoyed it. I always wanted to like old movies, but you know, sometimes you watch old movies and you're like, man, this just sucks. But every now and then we watch old movies and I'm like, oh, this is actually a good movie. All right, I see why people talk about this one. Zest coming in for an attack. These are charge lots. He's gonna try to dive in on top of this. No blink on the stalkers though, and there's a lot of bio here. I don't think he's gonna get too much done. Kills the tank, backs out, but it's all distraction to get the Phoenixes in. Loses 1 Phoenix, loses 2 Phoenixes for that. I don't know if that was worth it, losing 2 Phoenixes. I don't know what button I just hit. Hitting all the wrong buttons here. But the trades so far have been good for Zest. 3 Phoenixes. He's killed a lot of SCVs, which is really, really nice. Traded with a few units as well. Stopping that Widow Mine drop earlier was very sick. Blink on the way for Zest, charge on the way. So he's getting all his stuff going. Picking off some reinforcements. This is really nice. I mean, anything these Phoenixes can get. The Phoenixes have kind of already done their job. At some point, there will be a fight, and their job will be to lift up key units and then die. Maybe fly over a Widow Mine field to tank the shots and try to get some splash damage onto the bio. That's about it. They can chase down medevacs. They don't need to be active on the map anymore, so getting those Marines is nice because it's just kind of extra damage. They're more of a passive unit at this point, generally speaking. Right, Tastelope? Yeah, whatever you say, man. I mean, I think he's gonna get pretty aggressive here. This is Zest after all. And as I say that, my best tasteless impression. ByuN's gonna be the one getting aggressive, but oh, the storms, the juicy storms, and now ByuN's gonna try to run away. But he's got to be so careful. These units are getting very, very low, and the medevacs are low as well, and they can't really run This is what the Phoenix are meant to do. They're meant to say, all right, ByuN, you want to run away? Good luck. You're going to lose a lot of units on the retreat. That's exactly what's going to happen as Zest picks off a bunch of units and takes a big army supply lead here. And it looks like he's going to go for a counterattack. That's a lot of Stalkers. I don't know if there's too many Storms left over for Zest, but he's got at least one or two. Which is about all he needs. Do I think seal this deal? And I think we might be going to a game 5. Oh, hold the phone. We got some ghosts coming out. Big EMP. One Storm goes down, but that is going to be the only Storm, I believe, that happens here. So can Zest win with just these gateway units? Gonna try to kill the Ghost. Widowmine going off on the Phoenixes, but the Phoenixes are all dying now. And without that splash damage, I don't think Zest can actually win this fight. Too many Marauders, too much bio here. Zest's army is just not that great. This is that 10 micro, 10 out of 10 micro here from Zest. It's honest, it's not too bad, but ByuN continuing to hold on. Stalkers deciding to go try to grab a few SCVs if they can. I like to grab on the medevac. At the same time, Zealot's going in here. Yeah, this is really nice. This is that micro that Zest needed to show us. Just pulling ByuN out of position. ByuN doesn't have enough units to deal with all this at the same time. The Widowmines are very nice. They're going to hold off a little bit more, but every Warping Cycle is so powerful for Zest right now. And it looks like these Zealots are going to go try to hit at the third as well. Kind of, sort of. SCV's getting pulled off the line to fight. Stalker's just going to keep blinking on back and kiting. Zealots do get cleaned up as the Widowmines go off once again. 13 SCVs going down. Zest has taken a fourth base behind this. He's getting into a second Robo and a Robo Bay. So he's teching up while getting damage done, while expanding. As long as he doesn't take some abysmal trade here, I think Zest is going to be in a great position. This Immortal is on 1 hit point for like a year. Finally goes down. But I think that's pretty much it. 31 SCVs, 32 SCVs going down. Army supply is even. The upgrades are pretty close right now, although 2-2's on the way for ByuN. But the real nail in the coffin here is that Zest has so much behind this. He's going to have double Colossi production pretty soon. He's going to have... his economy is so much better than ByuN's already. And the trades still have been good for Zest. 38 SCVs going down. ByuN in absolutely dire straits right now. And unless he's able to swing this game back around in his favor, but man, he'd have to be... that would be a really big swing. He'd have to be like a sultan of swing, you know what I mean? I don't know how ByuN's going to come back from this one. So I just had to let the dire straits joke hang in the air for a little while. Just give it some room to breathe, you know? Oh, the storm drop! Oh, and that was so oversaturated too. 23 SCVs going down. And the units stay alive, man. Both of the Archons make it out in that recall. What a play. And the Prism is still here. Another storm. Yeah, we're going to a game 5, I think, here. I don't think there's any way for ByuN to actually take the W. He is securing a fourth somehow. But for how long has these Colossi come out? There's 3 of them already. 4th one about to pop. And there's just nothing to deal with that. ByuN on a bare bones force. It's all very damaged. It's all very low. Zest is going to rotate around, which is kind of the safer play, but... that is just going to be GG as these 3 Colossi walk in here. Big EMP, but it doesn't hit the High Templar, so there's still Storm available. That's it. GG. Game number 4 goes to Zest, which means we are on a game 5. Ooh, who's ready for it, baby? Who is ready for it? But let's go ahead and hop on in to game 5 of this sick series. Spawning in the upper right-hand corner, we have our blue Protoss for Dragon Phoenix Gaming. It is Zest. Thank you for all the blessings in chat. I sneeze. His opponent spawning in the lower left. For the Shopify Rebellion, it is our red Terran player, ByuN. I'm going for maybe eBay block, or is it proxy second racks? It looks like an eBay block. All right. I've heard about M, Mas. I don't remember what I've heard about it, but it does sound familiar. Yeah, sometimes a movie's like, you know, lauded as revolutionary, and it's just super boring. That's one of those like 2001 Space Odyssey, not Space Oddity. That's the it's the David Bowie song. 2001: A Space Odyssey. It's a very slow-paced movie. It's kind of tough to watch. It's very slow-paced. Ah, rip Dave. I'm sorry, bud. That's the worst. The worst when you're trying to cast and your internet just cuts out and you're just like, all right, well, I guess I can't do my job then. That's cool. Looking pretty standard. It looks like ByuN's gonna go for the for a Hellion opener here. Zest though. That's a Stargate. That is a Stargate, my friends. Now he's got a base, so this is just gonna be like oracles. I wonder though. I wonder. Yeah, ByuN playing it real standard. ByuN hasn't scouted anything that makes him think anything weird's going on. He didn't even scout in the main, so he doesn't know what's going on over here. He doesn't have confirmation of the base. ByuN's very much in the dark right now. Oh, the Hellions are going to find this, though. The Hellions are going to spot the proxy Stargate. Got a couple of Adepts coming across as well. Is just going to be Oracles. The Hellion's not really going to be able to help against that. Oh, thank you, Varish. Wow, compliments in Twitch chat. That's even better than the compliment I got yesterday. Somebody yesterday was like, "You're kind of good looking." I was like, "Oh, that's kind of nice." Wow, thank you. Zest decides to go home and defend against the Hellions, which pulls the pressure completely off of ByuN and will allow ByuN to kill this pylon. He probably won't kill the Stargate right now, but he might. It'd definitely be safer to just kill the pylon and back out, though. He's going for it. Screw it. Kill the whole thing. More gates coming up. Zest chrono boosting Blink on 3 gateways and no Robo. Some movies too, and this is the same with music, and in general, like pretty much all art. You have to enjoy it certain times in your life. Like there are times in your life where you will not enjoy it, but that also means there are times in your life where you will enjoy it. And I think it's just one of those things that you have to kind of allow yourself to be able to change. Like, oh, you watched a movie and you didn't like it? That's fine, but one day you may like it. So kind of allow yourself to be open to that option. Otherwise, you'll just be saying, oh, I don't like this, oh, I don't like this, oh, I don't like this. Yeah, keep an open mind. You change. Your experiences in life change you. And you may see some of your experiences reflected in art. And if you didn't have those experiences before, you might watch that movie or listen to that song and be like, I don't get this. I don't like this. But then you have an experience and you're like, oh, I totally get this now. I totally get this. That's the beauty of art. Oh, the double lock onto the Oracle is really nice, but the Cyclones go down right away as Zest blinks on in. He's going to have to blink on out, though. Stimbio is doing a pretty good job. Cheeky little Adept as well, getting a few kills. There's probably 2 Adepts there if I had to guess. Maybe even 3. Who knows? No, 2. It was 2. But definitely a good start here for Zest. Trims off some units. Got a proxy gate as well, so it looks like he wants to keep the pressure on a little bit. Blinks away, but, you know, he will get away. ByuN decides not to chase. Zest getting more damage done in the main here. 3 more SEV kills. Bunch of lost mining time. Oh, no, and ByuN's queued up. Oh, he's going to waste so much gas. Okay, all right, he fixed it. He fixed it. Mostly. He's 2 out of 3 on gas, but honestly, it's not really that bad. It might even be better that way for ByuN right now. Terran usually doesn't need that much gas. Oh, we got a big drop in the main base here. ByuN going for the double drop. Gets a few probe kills. Depowers charge 0.6 seconds before it finishes. But he's not going to be able to kill the Twilight Council or anything, so it will get repowered. Gotta be careful with those arty pylons. It was all a ruse. He tries to pull him out of position.
Chickenman. Wow.
And he kind of does. He's kind of somewhat successful. But Zest cleans that up too. Just pylon goes down. Not really too much here. ByuN multi-prying all over the place. Oh, wow. Gets the Cybercore. That's a nice catch, but charge is done, so it's not the end of the world. Zest not mining with a bunch of probes still, though. That's a problem. That's a problem. Dave, thank you so much for gifting a sub. This one going to Alpha X Sushi. Wow. Gifted Chickenman and chat for my ISP. Sacrificing. You have to sacrifice a gift sub to your ISP. Thank you, Dave. I appreciate it. I hope your internet troubles are merely temporary. Unlike your class, which is forever. And Sushi, welcome back to the Cock Vlog. A lot of the movies you loved in your early 20s didn't age well. That's another thing. Every now and then you'll watch movies and you'll be like, oh my God, I can't watch this anymore. It's so like, it's just so bad. I watched the scary movies. Bro, they're not good. They're not good and they're super, like, it's really cringy, actually. All right, ByuN gonna come in. Oh no, the flank. But it's stalkers. Bio's like, that's fine. You flank me with stalkers all day. I'll take that fight. ByuN absolutely resoundingly wins the actual fight, despite the huge flank. I love that from Zest, but it didn't quite work out the way you wanted to. Ooh, we got some DTs though. Looks like DTs were handled in the natural. This one at the third base doing a little bit of work. 4 SCVs going down. I love the Liberator turret. It's like a planetary, but it's flying. Not quite as good. More DTs here. Whoa. Internet? I hope that's not my internet. Dave, gifting a sub, putting his internet problems onto my channel. Let's hope not. Let's hope not. Zest taking a 4th base, which feels a little late, but he does need to focus on holding on here. Those force fields are kind of nice, but you know, I don't know how nice those force fields actually are, because he's taking a lot of damage here. Bunch more Stalkers warping in. Okay, Zest is finally going to go in for it, but he's got a lot of Zealots on the back lines doing absolutely nothing right now. He's just trying to stay out of this liberation range, but there's like 6 Widow Mines down here. Oh my god. Zealots pretty much all die. But we have some DTs on the back line as well, helping out. Moral support. Zest holds off the attack, pushes ByuN away, and he will be able to get his 4th base up and ready to go. Stalker's just poking and prodding, doing some damage using some of the energy of the medevacs up. That's about all for now. We might be able to trim off a unit or 2. Oh, Stasis Ward. That's cheeky. DT's seeing that there's no more Liberator here are going to come back in. Another Stasis Ward. What? Oh, it caught these ones right as the other ones came out. He tried to time it. He actually missed it by like a hair's breadth of a second. That makes sense. Don't think about it too hard. But yeah, very annoying behind ByuN's mineral line, while Zest takes a pretty sizable economic lead here. Yeah, that's pretty significant. I love the 4 blink TTs. Like, he could warp in more. Nah. Stalker's posturing a little bit. ByuN could go for the EMP stim and just demolish these. He's going to try to collapse on him.
Reporting for action.
Yeah, there he goes. Doesn't even hit the EMP, though. But he catches quite a few of those Stalkers. DT's chasing after some units here. They'll grab a couple. Like how they blink in so ByuN knows they can't blink out, so he kills one. Army supply is very, very similar at the moment. ByuN has not started 2-2. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and doubt ByuN even has an armory. Another big stasis trap actually catches a bunch of SCVs, and they don't go back to mining automatically. It's a fun fact for you. ByuN needs to do that, but he is not doing it, which means his economy is in the absolute dumps. But he's just going to go for the fight. Huge EMPs land on top of this army. There are still some blink DTs in here. The scan will reveal them, though. Liberators holding very strongly here, but 3 Colossi come out of the shadows for Zest. He's been teching during this, and with the overcharged shield battery, he is just going to straight up hold this base. No problem at all, and ByuN will be forced to tap out as he just doesn't have much to fall back to. GG. That looked like a very good start to that fight for ByuN, but it just wasn't enough at that point in the game. The 3 Colossi, man, coming in clutch for Zest. And despite going down 0-2, Zest pulls it back. He gets his head right. He doesn't fall into the pit of self-despair that we've all been in when we're laddering and it's not going well. No, Zest, he's too good for that. And he takes it 3-2 with a full reverse sweep. Damn. What a series, man. What a series.